Hi, good evening class. I wanted to make a quick video to address some of the concerns and confusion as well as frustration that has been expressed, that has no doubt been expressed due to the assignments that were assigned in lieu of us not having class during our last session a few Thursdays ago. First of all, I want to say this one thing. I understand that you guys are at the end of your program, which is hashtag at the end of my rope, and wanting to just be done with the program. I am extremely sensitive to that, and I think that I have shared that numerous times, largely being because not only have I been through this program, but I have been through 3 different master's programs, and I understand when you're at the end, there is no room in your brain to even embrace new assignments, especially those that are rigorous. But I have assigned these assignments, and it is a lot, and it is very intense, because number one, these were things that we were going to go over in class if we had class that night. But number two, these activities are very, very, very relevant to your effectiveness as counselors. You come out of this program and you know how to implement some of the activities that I have designed. You will be very powerful and very effective. So I wanted to alleviate your stress. I want to alleviate your stress, and the only thing that I want you to turn in to me on Thursday, and I'm going to go in order. First of all is the elevator speech, and if you remember, the elevator speech was actually due during our second class meeting. I believe only 2 or 3 of you actually completed it, and in light of the fact that the rest of you have not completed it, I thought it was appropriate for you just to go ahead and upload a video, because we need to move on to other things. And there's really no time for you to share your elevator speech with the class. So I want you to just do your elevator speech, make a video, and send it to me so that I can see that you have a pitch ready to go whenever you are challenged to share out what your counseling philosophy and beliefs and vision is for students. That video, given that it was due 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, needs to be uploaded to me by Thursday night, okay? Secondly, the only thing that I am going to make you responsible for turning into me would be your goals and objectives for the incoming school year as it relates to your field work placement. Here's the thing. The third thing that's due is also your school counseling standards and competency checklist. And the SMART goals that you are supposed to write after you reviewed those competencies. So basically what you're going to do is go through the competencies. You're going to identify 3 core areas that you feel you need to work on. You need to write 3 SMART goals for those competencies and bring them to class on Thursday. Guess what? Those goals and objectives can also alternatively or simultaneously be used to be your fieldwork course, your fieldwork objectives for the year. So you're actually completing 2 assignments at the same time. I will, one, upload that checklist on Blackboard this evening, and I will also bring that checklist to class just so that you also have a hard copy. Thirdly, the review of the SIFSA and the school counseling program assessment, I'm kind of thinking in my head, that's the one that threw you over the edge. Am I right? It threw you over the edge. It is a lot. So given that, we are going to address that in our next, not this meeting, but in our meeting following Thursday, which I think is going to be on the 24th. I believe it's October 24th. Yeah, I think it's October 24th is the following, right? Yeah, October 24th. Don't worry about turning it in on Thursday. I don't want you to be stressed out, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go to your school site, and hopefully your counseling department, hopefully your site administrator will be flexible enough to give you a copy of that SIFSA. I want you to bring it to class, not this meeting, but the next meeting. And I want you to, we're going to actually review it while at the same time reviewing your school counseling program assessment. We will do that together as a class, okay? If you want to get a jump start on it, take the school counseling program assessment, sit down with your site supervisor, and go over some of those areas that you feel or that you collaboratively feel need to be addressed within your school counseling program. And we're going to use that and sit down together and review the SIPSA and figure out where, we're gonna figure out what those gaps are in your program, look at the SIPSA, and see how those two things align so that we can fill those gaps. And I hope that's making sense to you. That is it. All that is due to me on Thursday is your video upload of your elevator speech, your school counseling standards competency checklist, and your SMART goals to match, and also your goals for your field work placement this year, which simultaneously, like I said before, can also be those same goals that you did through your competency checklist. So it's not as overwhelming as you think. I hope that this provides a little bit more clarity. What I do need you to do is to email me back or comment on Blackboard in the discussion as to whether or not you understand these assignments. And if there's anything that you need, if you're still confused and overwhelmed, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am here for you. Again, I have been through 3 master's programs. I know the stress, okay? And my ultimate goal for you is for you to emerge from this program at the end of the semester, not only with a degree, but competent and a school counselor that will bring added value not only to your site, but ultimately to the profession. Thank you very much and have a good night.